Hello everyone, Captain VFC here with another unboxing, and I did a little poll a little while ago for an easy Airfix kit to build, and of course the winner was the Gloucester Gladiator, which as you can see is more or less done. But coming in second was this, the Hunting Percival Jet Provost T3/4. This is the 2016 tooling and has been released many times since then, and has even been made available in starter sets and things, and your little sets and all that kind of good stuff. So this is a fairly common kit that you are likely to have come across in your modelling travels. But this version is a little bit special, as it features a decal scheme for Flight Lieutenant Julie Gibson, who was the first female pilot, as in full-time female pilot, of the RAF. And this was one of the planes that she flew. So naturally, I had to go and pick this one up. I do actually have another of these to make as well. This is the starter set version, which I picked up second-hand, but I've already made it before. So there we go. So this kit will not be a surprise to me, with one made and two to go, but it's worth having a look at anyway. And out of interest, as this is probably never going to feature in a video, yes, this looks very shiny and glossy, but this is actually quite a significant kit for me in my modelling journey, as it's the first one entirely painted with acrylic paints. Just some Humbrol number 19. We're not talking anything special, but it was at least a first in that respect. So well done, Jet Provost. You may now leave. So the box features this wonderful artwork. I very much like it, and I have a thing at the moment for tri-colour RAF trainers. It's just a phase I'm going through, but I'm going to lean into it, so let's go. Grey edge with all your usual grey edge things. It tells you it is a 2016 tool, but this scheme is from 2024. Cartograph decals, all the usual stuff you would expect, and 8+ smiley faces, and not to be eaten by 0 to 3 people at a time. And it is, of course, a Hornby Hobbies official product. The upside-down red edge has a little bit of history about the Jet Provost, as well as your basic dimensions, a product code down there, A02103A, which is also down there. It shows the two schemes, which is the tricolour one and then a standard silver and Dayglow orange one. The paints you're likely to need, skill level 1 and a flying hour. And then both shop edges are exactly the same and look like this. And fairly rare for me is the fact that I've never even cut this open and had a look inside the box. So let's break the seal and see what we get. Starting, as I am one to do, with the instructions. There should be, I am expecting, hey, there we go, a decal sheet. Excellent. Interior, instrument panel, walkways, standard markings, quite a lot of stencils for a small basic aircraft. And the two schemes there. I'm sure they'll look absolutely fine. I'm not going to dwell too much on them. They are cartograph. You kind of know what to expect. And I'm just going to put them to one side, keep them nice and safe, and wait until we actually apply them. We also have a separate piece of paper which looks like a stencil diagram. I'm going to lay that here. Let's look at these first. Bog standard Airfix affair. This won't surprise anyone that's seen an Airfix kit before. You've got your basic specifications, your history as per the side of the box. Page 2 is your basic warnings and icon instructions and that sort of thing. And then you get to the actual building of the aircraft. Fairly standard interior. That's presumably the wheel, or where the wheel will go underneath the floor, the seats. You seem to have 2 pilots, according to the instructions. Blimey. A twin-seater with 2 pilots. Incredible. Well done, Airfix. You have excelled. And it tells you to put 2.5 grams of weight in it. I actually put quite a lot of weight in my previous one. That thing would stand up regardless. You can lean it over the side of the desk on its tail and it will still stand up. You've got the back end of the plane, the rudder. Wings, fairly simple. Option for drilling a hole for a stand. Then your engine intakes and your undercarriage. And then final construction is the canopy, which I am pleased to report gives you an option for doing it open. Open, closed. Open, closed. open, closed. I just appreciate having options available in a kit like this. It did give you an option for wheels up, didn't it? I'm sure it does. Yes, it does. So yeah, you can have your wheels up, your canopy open, and get a breeze whilst you fly. The colour call out then is a bit badly folded, mostly me, so I'm not going to blame Airfix or anything, but this is scheme 1. As I have said, it is your tricolour. You've got your pale grey wings, top and bottom, and your tail as well, as in the horizontal surfaces, of course. You have red, they say number 19. I will not be using Airfix paints, not Airfix paints, Humbrol paints, you know what I mean. I'll be using the Attacker set that I've got, but yes, it is a red base, and of course white on the top of the fuselage, black anti-glare panel, all good stuff. It also gives you some research notes, and I really like Airfix doing this, and I'm seeing it a lot more these days, where they'll explain something. In this case, it appears to just be a little bit of history of Flight Lieutenant Julie... I was going to say Robson. What am I reading? Julie Gibson. A little bit of a history, and this is the aircraft from the first solo flight. So there we go. Just clarifying that claim to fame. Very, very nice. Thank you. Much appreciated. And the final page has no such historical note, but it does confirm you have to paint the orange. I mean, you saw it on the decal sheet anyway, but relative to, for example, the de Havilland Vampire, where they supply it all as decals, here you have to paint the Dayglow orange, although it just calls it orange, and you've got your 56 aluminium and some light aircraft grey as well, apparently. I'm looking for it, I can't see it, but it says there is some. 166. 166. I'm probably just being blind. It's probably right in front of me, isn't it? No. Oh, yes, there it is. It's the leg. Found it. Well, that's barely worth it. But, yeah, this one from RAF C. Cranwell, 1962. Cranwell, that's on the... it's at Lincolnshire. On the A17. Is it this along there? I think. I'm sure that's the one that I've driven past a lot. And yes, if you like stencils, look, stencils! Whoa! It's not too many, actually. It's not that bad. I've certainly done worse. Gloucester Meteor. But it's fairly substantial for a small plane. Yeah. I'm just going to keep making that noise until somebody tells me off. Yeah. Right, let's get looking at the plastic. We interrupt this video for some beer that has just been brought to me. Well, not being a large aircraft, I don't really know what you would expect. We have 3 sprues in the newish dark grey plastic that Airfix are using, and we have 1 clear one. Standard procedure, I'm leaving this in the bag until they are absolutely necessary so that I don't scratch them. Through the bag they look absolutely fine and they look clear. And also nice to note that you do get a completely different one for open and closed, so you kind of get a spare. Yes, very nice. Starting with this one on the left, we have sprue A, or frame A, as you can see there. We have the fuselage halves. I don't know why I started saying that. Fuselage halves, for those of you not indoctrinated in the way of the captain. We have the middle of the seats, because the seats are 2 bits you stick around the fabric bit. You've got the frame, essentially, and the middle bit. And yeah, there's the fuselage and minor detail, nothing major inside. Undercarriage legs, nicely detailed. The previous one that I made was some time ago. I can't remember exactly when, but it must be... well, when did I start the YouTube channel? That was about 2 years ago. So it must have been sort of nearly 3 years ago now. And that had no flash. This one, being clearly a much newer one, also has no flash. So it's nice to see that the moulds are holding out. Yep, very, very smart. And we're going to go to this one, which is probably frame B. There it is. Frame B. You have the one-piece lower wing. Again, very nice. I mean, the detail on this is... it's basic, but it's all it needs to be. It actually remind me of, because I've built one recently, some of the newer starter set toolings. They don't need to be overly complicated. They just need to look quite good, and this absolutely does. We have a tiny bit of, probably not flash, more slight misalignment on whatever part that is. Part 10. No, part 1. Ugh. Honestly, can't even read. And here we have the below, and again, there is a bit of sort of excess flash. It's like the mould hasn't been pressed together quite tight enough or held together tight enough. So that all of that stuff that I said about the mould holding up and looking good, probably should have waited until this frame. It's not bad. By no account is it bad. It's just not as good. There's just the odd little bit here and there. Starting to show its age, maybe. Weighted wheels. So if displaying it with the wheels down, it will look like the force of gravity and mass is affecting it. And finally, the very small frame C, which comprises of 1 top wing port, 1 top wing starboard, and that is it. And this has no flash, so this is fine. I don't actually remember this from last time. I know it was a few years ago I built it, but I don't remember the wings being separate like that. Obviously they must have been. It just struck me when it came out the box as, ooh, that's a bit different. Clearly not. Clearly just wasn't paying any attention. So there we go. That is it. Nice, simple, nice and quick. A little look inside the Jet Provost. It should not take long to build. They are simple kits. Skill level 1 being the optimum thing to take away from the box. Yes, they are easy. The fact that they're in a starter set like this one as well also just demonstrates that it is easy. The only thing I will add on this one, it's second-hand. It's a bit battered. That's just the nature of buying second-hand kits. It has always amused me that the red plane is on a red background, so you just can't see it properly. From a distance, you're like, why is there a big red stripe there? Oh, yeah, that's why. It's got a plane on it. It's a red plane. And this one, of course, has the call-out on the back of the box rather than on the separate page of the instructions. That doesn't make any difference. It's just an observation. In fact, it should tell us, because it is Airfix, it should tell us when this one was packaged. It doesn't. Well, I mean, it does if you know what the package code is. No, it doesn't have a date on it. It does have a... hang on. Bear with. No, it does. It's just here. Whereas these days it is on the grey edge, 2016. See? Here it is down here. Tooling 2016, Decal Scheme Pack 2017. Obviously no guarantee that this one is exactly that old. However, well, it says 0219 down here. Maybe that's it. However, the actual scheme was first released in 2019. And it is usually at this point that I will tell you which scheme I am doing. I know I may have hinted that I am doing Scheme A, but I'm going to say don't bother commenting. Don't give me your suggestions as to which scheme to do. All of this is made up. There is a reason why I've got 2. I've probably already said too much. Thank you for watching, though, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all of those good things to help please the algorithm. You could even become a channel member. These people on screen are hugely appreciated by myself. Thank you very much. You can join them if you want. Don't feel that you have to, but you do get things like more photos. I often post photos of things that I am doing, so you'll know weeks, sometimes months in advance, what it's actually going to hit on the channel. Either way, just thank you, and goodbye. I kind of built up all the steam for this really cool, impressive ending, and it just fizzled out into nothing. Look, I'm just going to go and make a Jet Provost, okay? And you should too. Bye.